So this is the situation we're gonna deal with today. I'm getting rid of 45 books. So it literally has like a bite taken out of the corner. Now it's time to like start emptying my shelves and packing my books up. Holy cow, this is all books. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 1 of my moving diaries. So basically what's happening is I am moving out of my current living situation at the end of August, but my next house is not going to be available until more like the end of September. And so there's like a weird 3-week period where I'm just going to be staying with my parents, which I'm very thankful that they have a room for me to stay in. But that means all of my books are going to be in boxes for about a month. Which is very depressing and sad. So basically what I want to get done today is I am wanting to do an unhaul and just go through my shelves and just pick out some books that I just don't feel like I want to bring with me to my next household. I have way more books than I need, and a lot of them I haven't read and I don't feel like I'm gonna read anytime soon. I feel like when I first got back into reading, I bought a lot of books and I found like good thrift finds of books. I'm like, oh, I've heard of this title, let me get this book. And then I was like, I didn't really know my reading taste. Anyways, I'm just gonna go through and be really honest with myself and just unhaul a bunch of books that I just think I'm never gonna get to. It doesn't mean that it's a bad book per se, but it just means I don't see myself reading it anytime soon. And I really just need to clear my shelves a little bit to make my moving life a little simpler. And then I'm also going to start packing some of my books. I don't feel like I have enough boxes right now to fit all my books, but I'm just gonna start. So yeah, let's just go through my shelves and just unhaul stuff. I can already just by looking around, I see books that I'm just like, I don't need to keep you. Okay, let's just start. So this is the situation we're gonna deal with today. These are like my 2 bookshelves that are out in the house. I used to have a really good system for keeping my bookshelves organized, and then I stopped. I got this bookshelf and that organization went out the window. I don't know, we're just gonna start. I've been dreading this. So I do already have like this box of books that I'm unhauling. Those ones I have said that I'm unhauling for a while now, and I just haven't actually gotten rid of them. But let's get into this. See, I'm gonna have to unhaul these quickly because I'm gonna need the box that they're gonna go in. So let's just start. We'll just see how much we get done today. Welcome to my floor. Let's start with these 2 rows. Oh, I think this was supposed to be like a thriller mystery shelf, and this was just random. So start with the random one because I can already see books I want to get rid of. I have not read the Mortal Instruments, any of these books, but I'm gonna keep them because I'm determined to read them eventually. I'm just a little bit intimidated because it's a huge series, and I've seen where people say like read the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments and then read these books and then come back. So I need to commit to actually like doing research on that, figuring out which order to read these in. If you have an opinion on that, please comment it below because that would be so helpful to me. I'll honestly just go with whatever somebody tells me to do. So keeping those. I've thought about getting rid of these 2 book series for so long. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna read these. It's signed. I've thought about getting rid of these. I've also thought about getting rid of these Tithe, Valiant, and Ironside, Modern Fairy Tale, also by Holly Black. Because I bought these like right after I read The Cruel Prince. Or like maybe not right after, but a little bit after. And so I was in a really big Holly Black kick, except I've never read another Holly Black book since, besides Book of Night. And I own Coolest Girl in Cold Town too. These 2 book series, I think I'm gonna keep them for maybe just till the end of the year. And if I haven't started them, I'm gonna get rid of it. Because I also tried to start this book series a while ago, and I didn't, like I read like the first chapter, I think, and I was like, I don't like this. So whatever, we'll give them another chance maybe. If I don't start them by the end of the year, they'll leave. I'll get rid of them, I promise. I'm getting rid of Divergent. I got these literally at a yard sale in middle school, and I've never once reached for them. Never once. This was literally over 10 years ago, and I've never once wanted to read these. They've got to go. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. I honestly didn't like this book, House of the Scorpion, but my mom actually annotated it for me. It was this whole Christmas book swap thing we did. That did not work out. We're never doing it again because I was the only one who read the book. Anyways, basically, no one asked, but everybody was supposed to annotate a book for someone else. We drew names out of a hat. And I think I'm the only one who actually finished the book that someone annotated for them. So, super fun idea in theory. There was no follow through. I mean, everyone annotated the book for somebody else. But, yeah, actually, I think my sister finished the book that I annotated for her. I did Daisy Darker for her, which that was my first Alice Feeney book, so that was fun. So, anyways, I don't think she liked it very much. Oh well. Next, I'll try to be quicker about this. I'm yapping too much. Keeping on my Agatha Christie. Keeping. Here's the thing. I don't reach for thrillers or mysteries very often. And so I really should get rid of some. I like to keep books that I've read, even if I hated them. This book right here, I Know Who You Are. Worst thriller I've ever read in my whole life. It was scarring. It was so bad. Like, actually disturbingly disgusting. Don't read this book. Please do not read this book. Literally disgusting. But I'm going to keep it because I've read it. And it's Alice Feeney. And I do love Alice Feeney. This one was just not it. That is like twisted and don't read it. Keeping. I own 3 Riley Sager books and I've never read his work, but I want to. So I'm going to keep him. Lucy Foley. Should I get rid of her stuff? I don't know. I'm going to get rid of these. I think I'm going to get rid of The Silent Patient because I feel like I've never really heard great things about it. Like, it got really popular, and so I got it. But then my friend read it and was like, it was not actually very good, and I feel like I've seen that a lot, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm also going to get rid of The Maidens. I don't like the feeling of these books either, so that also plays a part. Next shelf is a bit of an awkward height. Well, these 2 shelves. This is like my classics shelf. I honestly don't think I'm getting rid of anything on it. I'm keeping everything on this shelf. Because I'm keeping everything on that shelf, let's just move on to these 2. Okay. I did recently read Masters of Death and I DNF'd it. I have not read One for My Enemy. Here's the thing. I paid full price for these books. My sister actually bought them for me. But I paid full price for them. And so I'm going to keep them. One for My Enemy, I haven't read it yet. So I'm going to keep it regardless. Masters of Death, I really hated. But I'm going to just keep it because, yeah. So I don't think I'm getting rid of anything on this shelf. Lovely. Next shelf. I honestly should get rid of Serpent in the Wings of Night because I did not like this book and I don't need it. I DNF'd it actually. Wow, I don't think I'm getting rid of anything. Well, I'm always very tempted to get rid of these 2 Naomi Novik books because I've never read them and I've had them for so long. This one literally has like a bite taken out of the corner. I did not know that. When did that happen? Who took a bite out of it? What the heck? When I bought it, was it like that? I bought it at a thrift store, I'm pretty sure. See, this sounds really interesting. Okay, top shelf, I know there's a lot of books I want to get rid of on my top shelf. And then I know there's a lot on my other bookshelf that I want to get rid of. So hopefully we find some more. Okay, my tripod does not go high enough, so we're just going to hold you. Basically, these I'm keeping. I just recently got all these. I'm keeping them. I think I'm going to get rid of Realm Breaker because I tried to read Red Queen a while ago, like years ago, and I didn't like it. I think I'm gonna get rid of Realm Breaker. And I did try to start this a while ago and did not get very far. So I'll read the back of it and then decide. Should I get rid of this book? I'm gonna read the back of it. A lot of these I have to read the back and then decide. I'm getting rid of A River Enchanted because I tried to read it a while ago, did not like it. I'm super excited to finally start the series of Veronica Speedwell series. I'm gonna get rid of The Naturals. Okay, let me just like get rid of stuff and then come back and tell you what I've gotten rid of. I had this book for so long. I think I'm gonna keep it because I like the cover a lot. It's really cool. Ugh. What a terrible reason to keep a book, by the way. This is my last bookshelf. It is the one in my bedroom. It's a disaster. Don't look too closely. Honestly, I don't think I'm getting rid of much in here. Most of these books I have read, or they're like in a series that I'm in the middle of. The only shelf I'm going to look at is the one up top. That's like my romance. So let's just go through that. Welcome to my romance shelf, mostly. This is one of those things that I was saying where it's like, when I first got into reading, I would see like these books at thrift stores, for example, and I'd be like, oh, I have to buy that. Like, oh, I've heard of this book before. I have to buy it. I'm never going to read it. I'm not a huge romance girly, so I feel like I'm going to keep Sally Rooney because I think there's a chance I will like her books. We'll see, though. I've owned both of these for years and never reached for them, so I am going to get rid of the Unhoneymooners. I'm going to keep Summer Broken Rolls. I'm going to keep my Emily Henry books. Tempted to get rid of Crazy Rich Asians, but I'm going to keep it for a video. Okay, I've gone through all of my bookshelves, and let's just do a very quick rapid fire of all of the books I'm going to be unhauling. Some of these I have read, some of them I have not. Some of them I like read the first book in the series and decided it's not for me. Some of them I just DNF, so I'm going to get rid of them. And then some of them I just don't think I'm ever going to get to. So we're just going to go quickly through them all. No hate to any author or anybody who loves these books. I'm really happy for you if you love these books, but I just have too many books on my TBR that's just overwhelming. So let's just go quickly through these. Let's start with the ones I did before filming. These ones are school books, so it's super boring. I'm not even gonna go through them, don't care. Okay, The Maid, Kill Order, The Demon King, Song of Achilles, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, You Will Be Mine, The False Prince, The Vanishing Deep, Firekeeper's Daughter, Realm Breaker, We Hunt the Flame, Tiger Lily, The Princess Will Save You, Where the Crawdads Sing, The Unhoneymooners, Anna Kay, A River Enchanted, The Naturals, Killer Instinct, and All In, The Maidens, The Silent Patient, the whole Divergent series, Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares, The Other Side of the Sky, Warcross and Wildcard, The 100, Legend, The Kind Worth Killing, and Killers of a Certain Age. I did also already unhaul my Red Queen series, Serpent and Dove, Blood and Honey, and one more. I can't remember which one it was now. Oh, and In 5 Years. So not including the school books I'm getting rid of, but including the ones I already got rid of the other day, I'm getting rid of 45 books. That is amazing. My plan is to take them to my local bookstore because they will buy your books from you for credit to the store. So I'm going to do that. And then any books that they don't want, I normally just take them to Goodwill. But I want to figure out how to give them to the library because the Friends of the Library do a book sale like a couple times a year, and I know there's a way to donate books to that and then it benefits the library, so I'm gonna look into that a little bit and figure out how to donate these books. Yeah, now it's time to like start emptying my shelves and packing my books up, which is really sad. I don't want to do that. I gotta figure out how I want to start that. Oh, I'm procrastinating. I know I'm procrastinating. I've been procrastinating for weeks. Probably not weeks, but days. I'm just gonna put the ones that I know I'm not gonna reach for anytime soon in boxes. Ugh. Okay, let's just start. I'll figure it out as I go. So I'm feeling very overwhelmed by this whole thing of putting my books away. So my plan is to just keep it simple, and the goal is to empty as much of this bookshelf as I can. I only have 3 boxes right now, but my sister is at work and she is bringing me boxes. So we should be okay. Oh, I'm stressed. I feel so stressed. Okay. I'm like stressed out about this for no reason. I'm gonna put the books that I know I'm not gonna get to anytime soon at the bottom of these boxes. And then I have one, my cat's laying in it, but I have one box that's open. That one I'm gonna put the books in that I think I could read soon. The whole thing is so stressful for no good reason. Okay, let's just start. I just need to start. Most of the books on this shelf, I don't see myself reading anytime soon. So this should be pretty simple. Should be. Okay, let's just start. is this box already full and I've only cleared one shelf? This does not bode well for me. Why do I have so many books? Who let me get this many books? First box, done. And I really only cleared one shelf, so this is why I've been dreading doing this, because this is terrible. Where am I gonna put all these books? It's the way I still have all of these books, plus there's a bunch of books in my room. And this box I just packed is gonna be so heavy. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to lift it. Okay, here's the update. I have that box full of books, that box full of books, and I have 2 bags with books in it. And then this is my box of books that I think I could read soon, or I see myself reading in the next month or so, or could happen. So right now I have 4 books in there. And then this is what my shelf looks like. So I still have those 3 shelves, but I'm out of book space. So now I'm waiting for my sister to get home from work. And hopefully she brings me some good boxes. I can put more books in them. The issue is, if the box is too big, it really doesn't work because then it gets too heavy. Like the ones I have right now are even a little big where they're pretty heavy. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I have so many books. I'm just feeling like, wow, why do I have so many books? Like, this is a pain. So I'm gonna take a little break, eat some food, and then maybe try to do a little bit more when I have more boxes, but cow, this is all books, except that box is kitchen stuff and so is that one. Everything else in here is literally full of books, and I still have another bookshelf and more books on my white one. And these ones, that one and that one, are double stacked. That is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry because you can probably hear my fan, but it's very hot, so I'm going to leave it on. This is the last bookshelf I have to empty, which is amazing. The issue is, as you can see, I've already started a little bit. But the issue is I don't have enough boxes. I have like huge boxes, which is definitely not gonna work. Will be way too heavy. The other issue is a lot of these books are like my prized possessions. So for example, this copy of House, Salt and Sours by Aaron Craig. Yeah. So, not really wanting this to get damaged. Also, some of them are just hard to find. Like I have Barnes & Noble edition of Folk of the Air. And I also have the Litjoy edition of Folk of the Air. Like, those are expensive. So I have like some stuff on here that are just like, don't really want these to get damaged. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I'm also lazy, and so I don't want to wrap each book individually. I don't even have anything to wrap each book in, unless I did like paper towels. That seems like a waste. All I've done so far is I've filled this box, which is not very big, with some of my Folk of the Air stuff. So I have a lot of these books. There's like maybe 12 books in here, not very many. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll just put all my really expensive and like prized possession books in one box. Maybe if I need 2, I'll do 2. And kind of write on there, like, please be careful with these. I mean, it's just my family who's helping me move stuff, and so it's not like I can kind of say, hey, these are my nice books, like, I'll move them, or, like, be careful with them. That's probably what I'll do. And then just put my other ones, like, yes, I love some of my romance books up here, but they're a dime a dozen. Like, they're replaceable. I haven't annotated in them They're not like signed by the author, they're not special editions, so those can just go in any old box, like the rest of my books. Obviously I don't want them to get damaged. So this is the only box I have. So that's, I think, won't be too big. I think it's a little on the big side. So my plan is to not fill it quite all the way. Wow, it looks really yellow. Kind of is yellow. My plan is to just fill it part of the way, like maybe a little more than half, and then put like trinkets in there, like my bear. Oh man, what else? I don't know. Just things that won't be super heavy. It'll still take up space. Maybe I'll put some sweatshirts in there or something. I don't know. But it's gotta get done in the next couple days, so that's crazy. Okay. Whoa. This is a bit of an odd angle. Also, I'm aware my room is messy. I just got home from like a weekend trip, so that's why that's there. And there's just packing things. A lot of space to fill. I'm not totally sure what to fill it with. It has to be something kind of cushiony. Unfortunately, a lot of my cushy stuff is already at my parents' house. So I think what I might do, I guess, is put this in the box, like stuff like that. I don't know. That'll work. Okay. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna do tonight. I don't have another box, like I said, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna be done. This is what we have left on the bookshelf. A lot. Very much a lot. So that is amazing. And my shoes are everywhere. This is what it's looking like. Yeah, hopefully get another box tomorrow, a box or 2 or 3, and then I'll just try to finish up the bookshelf. But I feel like the books are one of the hardest things to move, so I'm feeling like once this is done, I will feel pretty accomplished. The harder part though is my closet, but let's not talk about that because I don't want to think about it. So, one task at a time. Anyways, progress has been made, so that's good. Good morning, except it is 3:37 in the afternoon. I did not just wake up, by the way. I don't know. Anyways. I'm gonna tackle the bookshelf today, or as much as I can. I have 2 boxes. So I have this box, which is like an open fun box. And then I have this box, which I think is gonna be a little too big, and I think it'll get a little too heavy. Anyways, my plan is to put my special editions in this one, because I'll close it up, it'll be nice. And then I'm just gonna put my other books in this one because it's open, and so if a book like gets damaged, for example, I don't think anything's gonna get damaged, but if it does, I'd want it to be one of my easily replaceable books. So I'm thinking, let's just make a dent in the shelf. That's the goal. Current state of my bookshelf. Yeah. She ain't cute. Let's just get that out of the way. Why is it taking me 3 days to empty this bookshelf? Like, it's because I don't have boxes. That's why. It's really not my fault. It is everybody else's fault because I haven't had boxes. I now have boxes. My sister brought me some. That's perfect. Let me actually grab those. They're a bit of an awkward size. Like, okay, you know, it's just kind of weird. That's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. My thought is I actually want to put my Throne of Glass books in its own box because I don't want them to get hurt. Just because I love them so much. Everything else, I'm fine with being in whatever box they fit in. How many boxes do we think I will need? I'm thinking 3. Maybe. I'm thinking, yeah, 3. Like I'll use maybe like this box or this box because they're smaller for like the Throne of Glass and then Once Upon a Broken Heart. And then I'm thinking I'll use the other one and then this one that's a little bit bigger or wider. Maybe it's not even bigger. Whatever for the rest. I think 3 is the magic number. We'll find out. To fit books where they'll fit. Like it's kind of tricky. Box number 2, done. I fear it'll take me more than 3 boxes. I just filled 2 and I was thinking, wow, I'm doing so good. That's all I have left. And then I looked up. Don't think that'll all fit in one box. Now it is mostly paperback, so I'm hopeful, but we shall see. Fingers crossed, people. Just here like it's me telling you to call your mom. That is funny. Didn't even notice that till now. All right, she's empty. Holy cow, that took a while. She looks so sad. But hey, we did it in just 3 boxes like I was hoping for, so good job, team. Here are my other shelves as a reminder. And then that is for something fun later. Right, so now the last thing to do is to take these 3 boxes to my parents' house and then find a spot to snuggle them away. If you saw, I did have that box of books in the other room with my other bookshelves. That's like my September TBR, except I grabbed way too many books. But those are the ones I just set aside because I felt like I might want to read them soon. So I'm planning on filming a little reading vlog with that. That'll be done not until the end of September, but you can look forward to that. Anyways, I really have no idea if this video was entertaining or not. I'm hoping it was, but we'll see. If not, I mean, just watching me struggle lifting boxes and packing my books away. Maybe that was enjoyable. I don't know. I guess I'll find out as I'm editing. I feel like this video was a little all over the place and random, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it goes. But anyways, I hope you at least enjoyed parts of it or any of it. I have a few other videos I'm planning for this series, this Moving Diaries series. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.